All right, let's see how this one goes then. I'm gonna choose this as the game I wear this. The orange one. Wear the orange ones again. I haven't picked the orange ones so this is the orange ones for its backers, fuck it. I usually, you know, I need to grab a drink real quick.
Fittingly named in part for its considerable elevation. We're at Empower Field, Mile High here in Denver, Colorado. Up next, it's our main event between the Green Bay Packers and the Denver Broncos. All bye weeks now in the rear-view mirror. We are full speed ahead in the race for the postseason. Week 15 is underway on EA Sports.
I don't know, it seems like you can win games on this one. It's like, I want to win because I want to win, but also if I win, I tie with the Browns. And I want them to get the edge. I want them to win. But at the same time,
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. Soft lane, hit it quick, call that a gain of 7. Nicely done.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And they won't be able to get past the line, and very quickly, Brock, they could be facing 3rd down to begin this ballgame.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
3rd and just 2 to go.
Set, ready?
Here he is on 3rd and short. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Possibly an early indicator of where they're going to want to go when they want important yards, Brock. Didn't need that much on 3rd down, but they chose to throw for it instead of run it.
Yeah, one of the things about that down and distance is you typically get man-to-man coverage. So I don't mind that call, being aggressive, but you got to find a way to execute.
Begins his return at the 16. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10.
Hey, Ken. Here we go, son. Green 19, can I see that? Hey, 551.
Off play action, it's Fields. His first throw is an interception. And the Broncos are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. To the air on 1st down. Young. He's on the quick hitter. And he is hit hard shortly after that catch. Great job hanging on to that, but only a small gain on that play. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
The Packers' 14-yard line.
Let's go.
From the gun, it's a give to Jacobs. And all he can get is a yard here, Brock. It's going to be 3rd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Escapes the pocket. This connects with Schultz. He gets it in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Chris Boswell for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Broncos will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Broncos 7, Packers 0. to kick off.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Here's Greg Dortch with the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Packers getting set here. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Good night.
On the ground, this is Isaac Arindo. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
At the 31-yard line.
Here we go. Good night.
Here's Garindo on 2nd down. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll give the Packers the first.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
So 1st down from the 41.
Here we go. Press. Butt. Move it. Tonight.
A pistol snap. Fields. Little off center. His man just couldn't adjust to it.
Kate, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Here we go. Right.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Fields. Short pass brought in. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Fields now on 3rd. It's caught. Pearsall has it. He's out in the clear. Keeps himself upright. Tackle made at the 10. 1st and goal coming up.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
They're going to run. Garindo. So much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Another for Garindo. And he is in this time. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers cut it to a lone point on the scoreboard. Isaac Garindo with the touchdown. Tyler Bass on now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Packers tie this game 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Fielded at the 7. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And they'll be happy about where they're about to take the field. He's up to the 35 on the return.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Young throwing here. It's Pickens on the slant. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he's stopped. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
At the 40-yard line.
Looking to throw. Young. Now setting up the screen for Jacobs. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you gotta imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit, and you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. Now I'm hungry.
Ready.
From the pistol, it's Young. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
To the air yet again. Young. Brought in left side by Godwin. And he gets it past the 50 and down to the Packers side of the field.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Turnings and Jacobs on third. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 4th and 1.
A little outside their comfort zone to try a field goal, so instead they're going for this on 4th down. They're going for it, Young. That one's good to Godwin. And he works this to the 38 before going down. Offense in the hurry up here.
That's good for a Broncos first down.
And he fakes the spike. Oh, they tried the lateral. It's a live ball. And they say the Packers got to this one. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game.
You know, this just can't happen on first down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is at a premium on every down, every distance. But on first down, it is especially a killer.
A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10.
Here we go. 222, 222. Sit high.
They fake the handoff. Now Fields bails out of the pocket quick. McConkey's got it on the sideline. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, and some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10.
Here we go, Snap. 331, 331. Right.
On the counter, it's Garindo. And they take him down after just a small gain on the final play of the first. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon.
Hey, I've never
Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. Time for our second quarter. It'll be Packer football to begin. They'll be set up 2nd and 7.
58, who's is that? Punch right. Hey, can. Right.
Shotgun snap to Fields. In big trouble now, and the ball is out. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. And from where that fumble came, Brock, zero chance they were going to turn a profit on that play, right? But at least they did get it back.
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down a distance.
Here we go, son. Turn on, son. You got a mini base. Chip slip.
Fields now, 3rd and long. Deep shot doesn't quite work out, so that's an incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now they're staring at 4th and long. The Packers send out their punting unit. Bryce Behringer, the one to send it away. They needed 3 punts out of him in last week's loss as he sends this away. Brings it in at the 12. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10.
Ready, set. All right, Denver getting everybody set, so they've got 1st and 10.
Here we go. Hut.
Jacobs gets it to start the drive. And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Intercepted! Jalen Thompson makes the play. And the Packers get the football as he makes his third interception of this season. Oh boy, they cleaned up the fumbling issues from the last drive, and now it's an interception that turns the ball over.
Yeah, and two very different tones and tenors on these two sidelines. One coach is pleading, begging for some ball security. The other is simply saying, keep it up, boys. Keep taking that ball away. Job well done.
Play action, Fields. Flushed out of the pocket. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
2nd and 10 now. Fields. Fits it through the middle. And he won't be able to add anything else onto the end of this catch, so it's going to be a completion to the 25. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
On 1st and 10, it's Fields. Forced out to his right. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Couldn't make the connection. Was looking for Ladd McConkey. And now they face 2nd down. Well, he already has himself one interception in his game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two becomes three, and on and on.
Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. So 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line.
331.
Fields on 3rd. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on 3rd down than they did on 2nd. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
And on 4th and 10, they aren't moving. They're going for this.
Here we go. Go.
Another throw for Fields. He's got it to his running back. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. Don't tell these guys the odds, partner. They call the right play at the right time. Gain 13 on 4th and 10. That's enough for a first down.
13 yards.
Hey,
First down,
551, 12, go. Easy.
Now Fields again. Almost had 6, but can't find it in the end zone. Incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So 2nd down coming up.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit, Kate. You get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
Don't jump, ready? Blue 58, blue 58. Hey, never mind, Monday.
Throwing again, it's Fields. That one's incomplete in the end zone. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know it's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
Here we go, shot. Blue 58, blue 58, set up.
Fields throwing once more. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. Throwing into double coverage. How's Coach going to feel about that one?
Yeah, that's a no-no. Yeah, I experienced that as a player and now as a coach. Please don't do that again.
Bass's kick is good. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. That's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again.
Well, now we're down 27.
And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35.
But usually that's when, like, I was just skipping defense.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you've thrown to coverage too many times, there can be more interceptions.
No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 10.
Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line.
Here we go. Red 38. Ready?
On 3rd down, it's Young. Throwing the out route complete. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
And you can't dig him out from deep on their own side. He's stopped inside the 10.
At their own 7-yard line.
Here we go now. Time to start this drive. 1st and 10.
Hey, kid, here we go. Right.
Now Fields. Finds a seam down the middle. And they're not going to bring him down until he reaches, looks like, the 28. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
That's good for the Packers.
Here we go, son.
1st down.
Right.
Run out of the pistol. Gorindo. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate, training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
222. Right.
Here's Gorindo again. Again, he's taken down right at the line. Same guy, same call, same result. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, once we saw them on a collision course with one another, we know how inertia works. The bigger man, he wins.
Here we go, son. Blue 58, right? Go.
They'll air it out on 3rd. Headed out right. So a tough 3rd down upcoming. We've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Mile High in just a moment. Another punt coming up. Bryce Behringer to do the honors again. And he's getting the call for the 2nd time this game. Pulled in at the 20. And you'll love the effort on that return as he gets him all the way up beyond the 40.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
Got it.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10.
Come on, set, right, 6, 52, hut.
Out of the gun, Young. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Incomplete.
Geesh, with each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative, this quarterback, stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's good for Broncos 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On the handoff, here's Jacobs. He takes it down to the 33. He gets 16 yards on that play. And it's going to be first down, Denver.
I think we've all become very accustomed, and I'll raise my hand and saying these tight ends are almost like bona fide receivers, big receivers. But they show you right there, when they can be powerful blockers, they can make a huge difference in a run game.
George Pickens, the intended target. So that brings up second down.
Brings up second and 10.
Young working from the gun. Buys time, rolling right. Nothing doing there as the second down pass falls incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Here we go. Ready.
Third and long for him here. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. There he goes on the right side. Into the red zone. There he goes. Pick six. Touchdown Green Bay. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. He's got a lane up past the 30. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40.
First and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for first and 10.
Let's go now. Ready.
Young back to it after the pick. This is reeled in downfield by Schultz. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. That one hits for 30. And that's good for a Broncos first down.
First and 10.
Just about every offense since the beginning of time, since the forward pass, Kate, has loved a tight end that could stretch the middle of the field. Man, I remember as a kid watching Kellen Winslow Sr. dice up right here between the hashes, and what a difference it can make for an offense.
We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. Offensive line, this is second and 4.
At the Packers' 26-yard line.
60 red. Ready.
Shotgun snap now to Young. Completes it again to Pickens. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. 4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal.
Ready.
At the 8-yard line.
Yellow. 22. Ready.
From the red zone now. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And it'll be second and goal. Still a couple of shots at this one.
Well, you got to have a short memory in the NFL. Incompletions happen. Now you got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
Sticking to the air, it's Young. And he's got it. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos make it a one-score game before halftime. Calvin Ridley with the touchdown. Boswell to add the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Broncos cut it to a field goal game.
17. Broncos 14. Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Isaac Gorindo to return.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything.
Green 19, can I see that? Is that?
Looking to throw. Chased out to his right. He's going deep down this side. This has been a trend. Yet another interception. And the Broncos do not get the return all the way back. That's going to bring us to the end of our first half.
Set to kick off.
Now Boswell on to send this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Here we go, son. 222, 220. Delta.
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Has it downfield, working the left. Hits the 20. And it goes the distance. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers grow the lead coming out of halftime. That score was less about the throw, although it was good, partner, but it was more about getting it to somebody who knew exactly what to do with it.
Well, Kate, it's a good thing the touchdown shows up on both their stat sheets, because sometimes, well, it's quarterback who delivers, and sometimes it's the effort after the catch that really makes the magic happen.
The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. Return starts at the 9. Things going well so far. And what a great start for their series. He's all the way up close to the 45-yard line before stepping out.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear. Hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Running on first here with Jacobs. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Jordan Poyer up from the secondary to make that stop.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Looking to throw, Young. Throws off the rip, but it's incomplete.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field, but in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Let's ready.
Young to throw here on 3rd. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down. Here comes the Broncos punting unit. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. He fields it cleanly. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10.
Here we go, son. Good night.
They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
A 7-yard pickup.
2nd and 3 now.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 35-yard line.
Good night.
On the draw, they give to Gorindo. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. They gain 11 on that play, and it'll give the Packers the 1st.
Packers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Green 19, get to that. No muss, no muss. Hey, Chad, go.
Shotgun snap to Fields. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
West right fit. Here we go. Green 19, just attack. Hey, Chad. Right.
Fields out of the gun. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game. Couldn't connect with Lad McConkey. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Angel. Tonight.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. That one's good to McConkey. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Here we go. Turbo, right.
Receiver in motion. He's headed right.
Tonight.
1st and 10. Here's Fields. Going all the way to the end zone here. And he can't hang on. Touchdown in his arms. But it slips through. 2nd down coming up.
It leads to 2nd.
I just hate that. I just hate to see that. Everything on the play was done so well. Everybody did their job. But you got to finish. You don't get many chances to make that type of play for your team. You got to come through on that touchdown.
And that 2nd down run is only going to manage a yard.
You know, some positive yardage there, Kate, but just as important, they're mixing up their play calling, and they could very well be setting up the defense for a big play later.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9.
Don't jump. Ready? 58, right. Lunch right.
They'll throw. 3rd and long. It's caught. Pearsall has it. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Working inside the red zone. He rolls to his right. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Xavier Watts picks it. And the Broncos are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10. At their own
Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Set.
We're going play action. Young. That's incomplete left side. He was looking for Chris Godwin on that play. So it's 2nd down coming up.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Yellow, 22.
On 2nd and 10, Young. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw, but it's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And the streak continues. Another one hits the ground.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to go to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out, how in the heck do we turn this around?
His work begins at the 31. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield.
Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10.
Here we go, son.
Motioning one of the tight ends.
Green 19. Right.
Beginning on the ground, here's Garindo. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock Hewitt, who gotta have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Extend. Easy. Right.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. Defender's there, and he forces the incompletion. Good play to bring about this third down.
A small little jab there, finally landed by the defense, able to break up one of these passes, but let's be real. We know who's been landing the heavy punches all game long. Looks like they're going to keep being aggressive too, Kate. I love that. Stay on the gas.
On the move, headed right. He's going for it himself. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that first down anyway.
Medic. Right.
Off the play fake, it's Fields. Buying some time right. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
Those are the kind of decisions you got to make in that spot. And the smart quarterbacks, they seem to do it consistently. When you're in enemy territory, a throwaway is always better than risking a turnover.
From the 40, here comes 2nd and 10.
222.
Field throwing here. Downfield, and he has McConkey. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it'll give the Packers the first.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First down, Green Bay.
Here we go, son. 331. Chips left. Hey, can. EQ. Tonight.
First down throw for Fields. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch.
Well, that one came with a high degree of difficulty. Had to balance focusing on the catch, keeping those feet in bounds.
It's a gain of 7.
2nd and 3 now.
2nd and 3.
Here we go. Nelson. Blue 58. Hey, can. Hey, never mind. Monday. Go.
Off play action, it's Fields. And this one hurts. Had a touchdown in his hands, but he couldn't hold on. 3rd down coming up.
There's a lot of studies done every offseason, Kate, about the best red zone offenses. And typically, it's about creative quarterbacks, doing just what he tried to do right there in extending the play out of the pocket. The problem is there was just nowhere for him to go with the ball.
Throwing again, it's Fields. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be 4th down.
A 3-yard loss on the play. It's 4th down.
So that field goal gonna have to wait a little bit longer. That's the end of our 3rd quarter. The Packers with it. They have the lead late, but this game is close. Tyler Bass on now for the field goal try. He connected once and a good chance here. This is inside of 35. Charging down the middle, and they block it. They can advance it now, picked up inside the 30. And they scoop up the block and don't stop until they reach pay dirt. Well, shout out to the special teamers, Brock. They got somebody in free to block that kick, and things just got better from there as he took it all the way back.
These special teams coaches, they live in dark places, man, and they look for any vulnerability they can. A lot of times, you're a step slow, just a millisecond away. Not that time. It pays off in the biggest of ways.
That one right down the middle. And the Broncos cut it to a field goal game.
21. Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Garindo to return it. Coverage team gets him down to the 26-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Here we go. We good. Right.
Trying an inside give to Garindo. Jukes away from one. Off to the races, middle of the field. 20, 15. That's a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers make it a 9-point advantage. Isaac Garindo with the touchdown. Bass gets the extra point to go. And the Packers make it a 10-point ball game.
31. Broncos 21.
The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. Returning it from the 4. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Got it.
All right, Denver getting everybody set. So they've got 1st and 10.
Here, hut.
Out of the gun, Young. It's on the in route. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. That was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch. Well, that's when you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So still 10 to go on second from the 33-yard line. Young working from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Completed over the middle. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
Teammates notice when they got a guy willing to take it on the chin to get rid of the pass. That's a pass that's going to earn a lot of points with the other 10 players, not just today, but when they go back and watch that play on tape.
A give to Jacobs on the inside handoff. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
And all that for a single yard. What an effort to get what he could there.
It's a gain of 2.
That's good for a couple of yards. And it's going to be 1st down, Denver.
1st down.
Win the early battle. Give a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
Set, hut. Ready.
It's Young. The throw here on 1st. And the stop is made, but not until he reaches that 17-yard line. They get 27 on the play. And that's good for a Broncos 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
From the red zone now. Couldn't get the screen set up properly, Brock. Pass incomplete, and they're going to hope for better results now on 2nd down.
Kid, I'm just kind of laughing because I could feel the armchair quarterbacks going, I can make that throw. And anybody who's actually made those throws says you have no idea what it feels like with everybody breathing down your neck. That play's got to be right, timed up right, and it certainly wasn't.
And the Packers are all over it. He goes down. And he'll be third down coming up after this defense's third sack of the game.
Loss of 9 on the play. Brings up
Bend.
third down.
Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
He put everything he had into this one. Another pick bounces off their hands in the end zone, Brock. Back-to-back chances to escape the field, and they dropped both interceptions. Almost a completion of the wrong team there. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Now on comes the Wizard of Oz, Chris Boswell for the field goal. It's about 43 yards for it. Tracking for it, and it's good! And it pulls them back within one score here in the 4th.
His make there, they had to have that one. And it really does set up a judgment call down on the field. This is where special teams coach and head coach are talking about game management. You've got 3 timeouts left, so you really can write either script you want. Onside kick or send it deep.
And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Packers getting set here. 1st and 10.
Here we go, son. Go.
They'll try the right side with Gurindo. He finds him 6 yards on that 1st down run.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. But that's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
1st down run gets him 6. So now it is 2nd and 4. They'll go right back to Gurindo. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a 1st down, that's a bonus.
A gain of
Don't
7.
jump, ready?
And the Packer 1st down.
Fields gets it out wide quick. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a 1st down. That brings us to the 2-minute warning here in Denver. Packers leading by 7. 1st and 10 from the 32.
Here we go. We're good.
Gurindo on the toss. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
Now a give to Gurindo. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their 1st. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the 1st.
1st and goal, Green Bay.
A touchdown would put this one to bed. A few shots at it here, starting with 1st and goal.
Here we go, son. Tonight.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. That one's incomplete in the end zone. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that makes it 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
Here we go. Tonight.
They're going to pass it here. Bails out of the pocket quick. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So they'll be left with 3rd and goal. All right, so defensively you've seen 2 throws now. You turn both of them away. It seems fairly likely you have another one coming up here on 3rd and goal.
It does, and I think defensively, now you've really got to protect against the QB extending the play. Right after a couple incompletions, Kate, you know as a quarterback, if it's not there right away, I better be creative to try to find 6.
He gets it out left, and it's caught. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. Big moment for Tyler Bass here. Don't forget, the defense got in there and blocked one earlier. Bass's kick is good, and that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
That kick right there, Kate, it was a crucial one that really just caused their odds of winning this game to jump substantially. Now we've got a 2-score game. It really leaves no room for error for this opposing offense as they prepare to take the field.
Did not not liking what it looked like ahead of him there, Brock, so he's going to take a knee, and this is going to come out to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10.
Set, cut.
Shotgun snap now to Young. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs.
Intended for George
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Ready, break.
Just over 40 seconds to play as they line up. 2nd and 10.
Set, cut.
Young looking to throw. Escapes the pocket. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. Looking for Chris Godwin that time. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
On the set.
Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. To throw. And this is another incompletion. Looking for his wide receiver there. So that brings up 4th and long.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
So it's the visiting Packers who pick up the win. And this was the type of response you always hope to see after a loss, Brock. Get right back out there and find a way to win the following week. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Packers are your winners, as we'll see you next time from Denver.